Oops. Okay. Actually, real quick. All right, now we're good. They didn't have the buttons on the sleeve. It's got the buttons. I don't think that would be good. All right. Let's. I'll try. Okay. Sure. Here we go. Hello. What the? Is that the right brush? Yes, it is. I'm somewhat surprised. Alright. So, let's see. I want to adjust this leg. And like the lower part of it. Mostly this leg. At this point. That one. All these are separate layers. It's a lot. Okay, so should probably thin these bits a little bit. So let's get to that. Gonna bump this up slightly. A little thin now. Okay. And I can always add mass later as well. Parts of this. Not overly concerned about that. Right now, I'm kind of just trying to get it matching the look of the rest of what's happening. Okay, so what I need. Here, this needs to come down. That. So, so that is covered like it should be. All right. So as I make my way down the leg, the thicker lines would make more sense, but for right now I'm just gonna try and thin everything out for the time being. That looks off. There. just so I kind of have a consistent thickness. Then I can go in and I can add the thick and thin that I want. Much like I did with the shirts and all that up top. I don't know if I did it with the hair. I did it with the shirt. The shirt I added thickness to certain parts. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Just go through, kind of knock back thickness, and then build it up the way I want it. That boot is still pretty bad. I don't know if I can fix the boot necessarily. I can kind of adjust it at least. So, but I do view the leg here as being up towards us more than the rest. The end of the leg where with the foot is going to be closer to us, so it's going to be somewhat of like a thicker line, foreshortening, but not really foreshortening situation. You know? I don't know. That's all I got right now. Okay. So this, again, we're just kind of thinning these lines for right now. That was probably a bit much, honestly, but not too bad. Again, I'm going to go in, I'm going to add thickness to parts, much like the shirt that I did before. Yeah, so that matches a little bit better, I think, now, which we can kind of see if I do this. Alright. Yeah, see, it's a more uniform line weight, matches better. I went real thick and heavy with my first run there. So, let's try and get into this mess of a boot. Perspective is not an easy thing to figure out and work through, necessarily. With something like a shoe, for me at least, I feel like the human body is slightly easier because it's more organic. This boot is far less of an organic form. It's more... Oh, hello, how's it going? How is your day? I'm doing good. It's like my one guaranteed art day every week, so well, pretty much every week. Sometimes we got stuff going, but it's like the one day of the week where I know I'm gonna be doing some kind of art, so that's always a good day. Always nice to get new people popping in too. And I'm just going in and cleaning up this mess that I made. I finally got it to a point where it looks kind of right. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the club. What kind of art do you like to do? Like, is there a certain style? This is where it gets a little funky. It's a little shot right here. I want it to kind of come over. just kind of meet it there, but I'm not sure. Actually, no. We'll just undo that. I think that's better. Okay, that's cool. I'm kind of, I like to play with everything. So I get that. Don't even worry. So do you have a tablet? Or yeah, cool. Is it just a graphics tablet, or do you have like a screen, like a fancy one like mine here? You can't see it, but okay. So just you look up at the computer screen while you're working, then. Yeah, that is a hard way to work in the beginning. I know, like, in the long run, it's probably a little bit better because you're not like bent over and looking down. Like, I have mine on a stand so I can kind of adjust it so I'm not like bent over too bad. But I know that having the ability to kind of sit up straight while you're working is also really nice. Like I like I have the stand, so it's really not too bad. But that's awesome. Yeah, I had one. I still have it. It's back there. It's my backup in case anything ever goes haywire wrong. Well, one of my backups. But yeah, I have one of those from back in the day when I started. It is, like I said, it's a pretty big learning curve, going from traditional drawing to that, for sure, because you're not looking directly where your hand is going. But again, in the long run, it can be beneficial. I know I watched a lot of Keenan Lafferty's videos. He's a really great artist. He's done work with like Riot, League of Legends stuff. But he prefers the graphics tablet to I always forget what to call this, but with the screen. He prefers it without a screen so he doesn't have to look down. And he is phenomenal if you get the chance. He has a lot of videos on YouTube. I would check those out. Those are pretty sweet. I am dying on this thing here. This has to go like that at some point, right? Yes, that's better. Yeah. So, I mean, there's professionals in the business that use just regular graphics tablet. A lot use the screen tablets like I do here, but again, it's all preference, and it's once you learn how to like watch what you're drawing on a different screen, it's not a big deal. It becomes really easy. But yeah, so don't feel discouraged if in the beginning it's a little bit awkward and difficult trying to nail that down. It happens to everyone, I promise. But that's so cool. Have you done any artworks that you're really happy with yet? With the tablet there? Yeah. Again, that's fine. It takes a little bit. When you're just getting into it, I mean, I make plenty of stuff I'm not happy with now. Like, even with this tablet, but everything's a learning experience. So as long as you figure something out, you learn something from it, it's not bad. As an artist, you're always growing. That's the important part. Is if you learned from it, then it's good. Even if it didn't come out the way you wanted, you learned, okay, I have to change some things. We can do it better next time. So that's always a good thing. Believe me, even on stream, I've messed things up so bad that it's like, nope, that's scratching that. But next time I'll do better. Luckily, it hasn't happened in a little while, but definitely had some failures, even on stream, like I said. So, I mean, and there's even people out there doing like art with just the mouse. That's insane to me. Although, depending on what kind of art, like pixel art's not too bad with a mouse, because you're intentionally making blocks, so it's almost better. But like, there are people out there who could, or even make stuff, incredible stuff off of their phones in those really cheap or free phone apps. Like, that blows my mind. What program do you use, or are you using, I guess? Out of curiosity. Go. Oh, nice. I used to use Photoshop. My only problem is nowadays with the cloud, I don't mess with Adobe so much. But like, I have CS5. I had CS6 for a while, but then I had some issues with my computer, and that's gone. But I like Clip Studio. That's what I'm using currently. It's phenomenal. It's fairly cheap. Whoa, that was not supposed to happen. There we go. But yeah, Photoshop is always a solid choice too. And I just don't like their new model, the subscription. Not a fan. They're greedy. In my humble opinion. That there. But yeah, it is a solid program for art at the same time. can't deny that. Yeah, that's okay. I know what that is. That's the part where the eyelets will be. I can put those in a second if I want. Let's just do that like that. I mean, and there's also plenty of free programs out there. Krita is, I've heard really good things. A lot of people like that one, and it's free, which is nice. If you're using Clip Studio on Windows or Mac, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. It's a one-time payment. If you are using it on a tablet, it is a subscription base, so that not the best, but it's not super expensive. And they have like half off sales like once or twice a year, which is nice. So you could get it the Pro for like 25-ish or something like that, and then the EX, which is the one that I ended up getting when they had the sale forever ago, for half of whatever it is. I think it's like, I forget. It's more than the Pro, but it's still not bad. But again, use whatever program you're comfortable with. GIMP is also GIMP is like a open source version of Photoshop. I haven't used it in a very long time, but I know it was a popular one for a while, at least. Don't know what it's like now. That's a lot better looking, I think. What I want to do, though, let's move that up. That, there we go. I like that a little bit better, I think. And then let's move this. Let's see, do I like? I think that might make more sense. It's hard to say. What game do I usually play? Great question. I mean, I play all kinds of games. It just kind of depends. I don't play a lot of games on stream. On occasion, I will. I mainly use it for my art. Just because it gives me a guaranteed like point in time in the week that I will do art, because I don't always get that. Like, I don't always have time, make time in my week for art. So this gave me that outlet, which is nice. But yeah, if you're talking just in general, I mean, I've been playing Cyberpunk for the last like year. Stuff like that. Let's see, do I want to add in? This seems really large. I did play Phantom Dust on stream. What else did I play? I played Pokemon United on stream as well. Like once. Twice, maybe. Yeah. So on occasion I'll play a game, but mostly it's my art stuff is what I'm using this stream for. If that's what you're asking, I'm not entirely sure, but just going to kind of do that, I think. It's not super important that they look super clean or anything like that. They're pretty small. Let's see. So we're gonna add that. Sweet. I think that's not too bad. That'll work. Alright, so now I need to kind of add in thick, thin spots in here, and I need to clean that little line up as well. So let's do that real quick. And we'll do that. That was almost good. There we go. That's a little better. Something like that. But yeah. So typically my stream is this. I'm making some art stuff. And this is one of my original characters, Mal. And it had been a while since I drew her, so I decided to try and work on her. And then my other character is also, like, got some sketches for her as well in this, who I also haven't messed with in a while. My original characters get pretty left out on occasion, honestly. Alright, so I think I'm going to bump the sucker up a little bit here. Maybe not as much as I had before. There. Yeah, and if you want your stuff to have a little bit more life, you'll definitely want to vary some line weights in your artwork. Fun fact. Makes it a little bit more I don't know the word. Gives it a little bit more action, like in the shirt here, where I've got the dip and it kind of thickens. It gives it a little bit more movement and action. It's also totally up to preference. If you prefer like one line width for everything, that's absolutely alright. It's really common in animation to have like single weight, line weight, because it's much easier to animate that. In case you, like, that's something you're into, something to consider. And think about while you work. So that already has kind of like a thickening there. I add a little bit right here. And let's see. I'll add a smidge. Went a little high. Smidge right there. And you'd be surprised just like what a little bit of line width changes. Oh. Let's see. It's been a while since I messed with Photoshop. You might need to update your tablet driver, or depending on what operating system you're in, that might have, you might have to adjust something there. And there's also, I think in Photoshop, you might have to turn on in your settings, your preferences, pen pressure for the or your brush tool and pen tool, like, or your brush tool and all that. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I haven't used Photoshop in quite a while, so I'm not entirely sure what might be causing that. But again, it might be the driver, it could be Photoshop you haven't gone in and told it, like, hey, use pen pressure for varying width. Unless you've used it before and it was working, I'm not entirely sure on that. That did move, okay. So wait, what? Oh, that is part of that. Yeah. Yeah, those are like the things I can think of off the top of my head that might be contributing to that issue. Yeah, that's not details. Yes, it is details. Okay. That'll help that. All right, so real quick, let's get out here. Look. Okay, that looks like it fits a little bit better now. Before it was way too thick. Now I think it's pretty accurate. We might need to get a little bit going in here. So let's do that real quick. That's better, I think. All right. Yeah, I like that much better. I think I might have to come in here real quick. Is that, yes, cool. Just checking. We're going to try and adjust thickness on this leg. It's kind of going back in space here. We're just trying to thin it so it looks like it's going backwards in space. And one thing that I routinely forget to do is rotate my canvas while I'm working, so try your best to remember to do that. It helps a lot. I mean, it's just like if you were drawing or whatever on paper. I mean, I don't know about you, I typically rotate my paper when I'm working, even if I don't really think about it. It's something that happens when I'm trying to, at least when I'm trying to do the final line art. I always try to rotate stuff. Let's dip that. Right. Ooh. That gives that a little bit of differentiation, showing it's not just a straight line. Alright, now we gotta get in here. Work this. Smidge. Let's do that like that. Cool. And to just kind of boop, boop. That's better, and so I'm going to kind of separate this actually. I might move that. Yeah. Okay, let's slide this up. I don't like that. It's too far. That. I think that's better. So it gives us a small gap, but not an insane one that makes no sense. So, yeah, that. I'm gonna have to put in pilots and all that fun stuff here in a second. Got a little too thin there. There we go. Again, just going through, trying to make everything look right. Okay. I want that to be a little bit thinner. That. And that slightly. Okay. Oops. That might be too much. Let's do this. So, I'm gonna move that up. Can't say for sure, but not half bad. This definitely has to move up. Actually, jump there. Let's do that. And shrink it up a little bit. Put that right there. Alright, so let's do. For the heck of it, I'm just going straight across because I don't really care too much. And it's a really small thing. Not really close to any important information. Okay. Do that right there. Alright, so that thins that up a little bit, kind of shows that it's kind of back farther. Clean it up some. Okay, we're making some progress. Real quick, hide that. Figure out where we're at. I think it's looking really nice. This coming actually that way, that direction. I'm not sure how I necessarily want to deal with that motion yet. Definitely need to move her over though. Way over on the side. Real quick. Jump to the bandages real quick. This even smaller. Okay. There we go. I want these to be all good, y'all. Okay. Right now they're kind of fuzzy in parts. Let's do that. Separate that. Just gonna try and knock these out real quick so I have have them all ready. Make it easier, hopefully, to like paint them in and whatnot. Because I try to start with, at least, the paint fill, just to really block in color stuff. Make sure got that all done. And also, when I have fuzzy ones on the edge like that, it's kind of difficult to use this, not selection, quick selection, I guess, the wand, to make a nice nice solid selection that I can use for caping. Making a clipping mask, which helps keep everything all clean. Don't have to worry about painting outside the lines kind of thing. Clipping masks are very helpful for that. So it's nice to have solid line work for that reason. So the inside being a little fuzzy, not a big deal necessarily, but that outside line you definitely want more solid so that you don't run into that issue. There's a lot of little spots. not very good. Which happens. That's why we go in, we double check, and we clean it up. Oop. Not the one I meant to mess with. But we do need to get that. Pretty messy on the inside here. Better. All right, I think that's for the most part. It's kind of cleaned up. I think. I don't. I do need to follow that little spot there. Try to see. Nope, not that. It is all lines. I'm just going to erase that. His face. Nope. Here one. Where are my line? Okay. Details one. It is on details. That was weird. Thought I chipped that one. Whoops. Okay, maybe used the wrong, clicked the wrong one. Alright, that helps that. What that line right there is from. That's kind of part of the face or something. You never really know until you try to erase something. You always see little things when you're closer like this. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. For the heck of it, just a little bit there. I know. It's just looking at. What's. Let's do that. Need lines. See. Erase that. Okay. Again, there's going to be little spots that you miss. I mean, they're not necessarily something that you have to clean up. Especially when they're that tiny, like, it's kind of. If you notice it and it bothers you, clean it up. It's super weird that little spot just kind of. Half of that is face? Oh. No, just that one weird little line. Where's that from? Shirt. details. This from lines. Alright, so we're going to erase that out. We don't need that. One of the downsides to having a bunch of layers while you're working is you're not always sure which one the thing you're trying to find is on. So, alright, we got that kind of set up. I think I'm happy with all of the lines. Honestly, I don't. So we're gonna just merge those layers. I'm gonna move her over to the middle-ish. Alright, I'm gonna hide the palette real quick. So now that I'm going to be doing a color layer, my flats, I'm going to go in with the wand. Yay, boom. I'm gonna hit that. Just check real quick that it got stuff. And a little closer. I want tolerance. Can I drop that to... Is that what I want? Or I think I want it something else. Real quick. Do that. Yeah, so what I want... that. Okay, so let's try, yeah, that's more what I was looking for. Okay. Cut into the thing a little bit. Let's boom. Is there, hold on, let's hit that. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let's look at 0. Okay, and then 2. I think 2 is good. 2 looks pretty solid. Alright, and we just want to double check that there aren't any like closed areas that we need to add to it, which we don't for this one. Good. Alright, and actually we want to select the, I think, inverse of that, and we are going to add a new layer, and then this layer we are going to... Yes, that is correct. Cool. That is not important. We're going to put that here. This is going to come under here. I'm going to call that and a color flats. All right, so now I'm going to bring back the color palette here. Grab that. Whoops. For 2 other layers. Area scaling. Is that right? I think that's right. I'm not totally sure. Let's see. The hair, I think, is the only thing that's right. Is it? Hold on. I apologize. Okay. Oh, not what I meant to do. Yes. Hair. Eyebrows, which are real tiny. Those are gonna have to paint in. That's fine. Just gonna deal with that. Oh, I didn't put her tongue. I don't know. We'll work on it. That we're going to. Nope. There we go. We're gonna put that there. Yes, that. This. A tiny little spot I will put second here. Alright. Just a little dot. I also need to put her earring in. Jeez. I'm just leaving everything out. Is that? What is that? That's. I apologize again. That. Okay, so that should be the top there. That, get in there and fix that in a second here. This should be the right color for the pants. I'm not sure what that other brown. That's very similar. It's 4. Must that? Okay, one of these is. So I guess that's her skin color? No. What in the world? Okay, so that is way too dark. That has to be a shadow color. Alright, so real quick, we're gonna that. That's not super far off. About there. Alright. Do that for now. Might adjust it later. Maybe, I'm not totally sure. Alright. Got some small areas there. That's not a big deal. There we go. That not the right color. Weird. Yeah. Okay, so this belt almost black one. The boots. Alright. Worry about that in a second. This color. No, it's not the same color. It needs to be. Is it that one? Man, that is. No, that's not right either. I don't know what that's for. We'll grab that color though, and we're going to lighten it, spray it. Put that on these. Whoa! I hate when you accidentally hit the line art. It's real messy. Okay, we'll fix those in a second. Let's get in here. And we're gonna have have to go in there with the brush. It's not a big deal. Just kind of getting the general stuff done. And I will change the... Oh, that gray I think is... That gray right there is for the eyes. Yeah, okay. Let's get in here. Got this blue. No. Dang it. I hate that. Alright. It's one thing that can get a little frustrating with this. On occasion, when you go to click something, it doesn't click right. Yeah, okay. So we got that, the blue, those are, that right there is for the goggles that I don't have on her right now. Hair, pants. Assume that was this supposed to be the shirt? Yeah, well, kinda. Let's do. Yeah, I like that color better. Yeah, that's better. Alright, we made some solid progress on that. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to start using my pen. Brush, whatever. Okay. I did want to do the flames kind of coming out the mouth. I'm not sure. We'll see on that. Jump back over to the lines real quick though. What in the heck was that? Okay. Well, yeah, let's get in here. Let's put. Actually, let's do. Let's undo this. Better. Okay. Dan, we can worry about stuff here. Cut that there in the line. I'm going to add in that earring. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Just a silver color, which is fine. I'll leave the scarf and the goggles out of this particular piece for the heck of it. Yeah, I like that so far. That's pretty good. That will do for now. All right. Okay, so back to this here. All right, so let's grab that. Let's bump the size of this up a smidge. Start filling in some gaps. Make sure we got little spots that are missing. Okay, those all look pretty solid. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Zoom in. Just to see missing spots. All right. Shrink it down. Boom, boom. So just going through and kind of fixing little spots. This part can definitely be time consuming and somewhat boring. Alright. Apologies. Had to sneeze there. Nope, not the right color. Alright. Let's just hit that for a second real quick. This will just, oops, nope. Word. Okay. In these lighter colors, it's a little harder to tell when you're missing a little gap or not. Sometimes you just gotta guess. Right there, look. Why is that a different color? We got the wrong color. Okay, that's the right color. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's do that real quick. That little spot there. Get this color. One's easy to color all in. That's the wrong color. Actually, is that? Yeah, no, that is this color. Oh, I think I know what happened. But real quick, let's do this. Aha! That's why. Whoops. I was getting the background color, not the color of the thing here. And is that should be this color. Right? Yeah. Sometimes you gotta stop and double check. Nope, that's fine. It's fine. That should be that. This. Right. Yeah, that's some small issues you run into on occasion when you're using a non-white background, but I don't like using white. It's really harsh, especially if you're staring at the screen for a couple hours. I prefer something a little bit darker, so that's why I don't use white. Need to fix that. Okay, let's go. Snow. Don't know why that happened. That is the arm. That's the arm. That's the arm. And there. All right. Go that color. No, wrong color. Why are you grabbing the wrong color? Gee. Okay, so that's all of those bits. Like the books. Okay, gotten a lot of that all set, which is nice. Come out. Slide down the way here. And now I can just kind of bump this up. Okay. Same thing kind of down over here. Blast all of this. And we can shrink it down again. Bloop, bloop. And it definitely looks really funky with the purple outline right now. I know it will be better once I switch up the line color for sure. I like to use colors that are darker versions of the things I colored, as opposed to like black. Just forgot to turn pampers. Ah, yeah, good job, sweet. You figured it out, you got it all worked out. Happens all the time. I promise you that. Let's grab that color real quick. We're going to darken it, make it a little bit more pink. A little bit more pink. Let's slide this way. I think that's better. That'll work. A little bit of green missing there. Thank you, appreciate that. Nope, that color right there. That's a little too gray. Bring up a smidge. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I appreciate that very much. And then let's grab that color real quick. We're going to darken that up. We'll use that for the endless void of the mouth. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do flames. All right. now. Figure that out as we go along. That'll be on a different layer anyway, above the line art layer. So I'm not too worried about it currently. Yeah, she's looking good. Looking real good. We'll bring the background back now. Let's see. Now I need to start working on scales coming through. Because again, when she gets, well, not again, since so her right arm here normally covered up because it is not not a regular arm. Let's see. It is actually a dragon arm that was transplanted when she was a child, when her village was attacked. There's that. So she has dragon blood, that's why she has that, the sharper teeth. And that really only happens when she gets angry, honestly. These are not how she normally looks. Her eyes change, the scales in color start to show up. I'll add it to this leg too, I guess. So I'm adding in some green right now. I'm going to add in scales on top of that. Make this arm a little bit more green, just because it is the arm that causes that. Let's see what I want. I guess her face should somewhat get some green at least. Make her look more green than any normal human should. But again, now I'm gonna start adding in some scales. Actually, I'm gonna drop the size of this brush down. Actually, that's the wrong brush anyway. Let's grab that one, let's bump that one back up. Now we go down to this brush and we drop the size of the brush. Drop the size of the brush. And there's a ton of ways to do scales. I like this certain way where I just kind of add them in little by little. And I could always add more if I want. Hold on a second. Okay. Apologies. Let's see. So yeah, I like to go in and add little groups of scales in different variations. start with that, you know. Honestly, these scales should be on a separate layer. I prefer that. Let's do that real quick. I really do like those scales though. So real quick, we need to. I guess I don't need to duplicate it. I could just add it. But scales. So yeah, let's start real quick. Let's start again. And then this will allow me to adjust the scales better. Okay. Let's see. I want to give this a little bit more angle. I want the scales to kind of follow the body positions, so we're trying to do that. And again, having them on a separate layer is going to be beneficial because I can just adjust them without having to worry about painting over. Actually, jump down here. I missed that little tiny bit of back up to the scales, make sure I'm not on the wrong layer. I wish I had like a better, yeah, a little bit more pointed. Would be nice.
Can you spell it? Okay. And that is
okay, real quick. You want to them more pointed, just most. Okay. That's fine.
He's looking.
No, I'm trying. Okay. Had to try and deal with something that I will have to deal with later. Okay, so yeah, just redoing the scale bits here. I think that one would kind of go out to the side like that. Actually, slightly less like that. Back to brush. Okay. So again, I'm just kind of going in and picking semi-random spots and trying to do that. Like so, it's just whatever kind of feels somewhat right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, that's part of the reason they're on a separate layer. Oops. So I can go in and mess with them later if I need to. Let's zoom out here real quick. That's not too bad. I don't hate that. I'm not totally sure. I feel like they need to be smaller than on the face. Like that size, maybe. Something like that. We're not going to mess with the face too much, like I said. And then these are going to be reversed, so let's just bloop. These should probably be smaller too, but it's also kind of farther up in your face. Somewhat, anyway. Let's do that. One's kind of hard to. Some of these angles are just awkward. Check this. And it's just kind of whatever feels right. Always be adjusted later. Nope, that's not right. Let's look at the reference again. Yeah, I kind of stayed away from abs. That. Did put some up on the face. Okay, yeah, so I just want to kind of add a little bit more green to the abs, but we're gonna stay away from the scales. That one's almost good. There we go. That's something I should be working into is little edge bits. now. Let's do that. Okay. And then let's go back to this layer here and switch to this one. Oops. Drop the size of this down. Okay. Get that. And push that a little more. Green. All right, and then let's get back over to the scales again. What we need to scales. You can do scales however you want. Again, I like it a little bit more of a point like that, just because it's a little bit more, I feel like, dragon-like. So like if you're doing a mermaid, you could just do nice rounded, I think. But like I said, for a dragon, I feel like a little bit more pointed is good. But it's however you want to portray your scales. And again, you could do every scale if you wanted. That's entirely valid and a way to do it. I'd prefer not to do personally, just because it's a lot of work. Or you could use a scale brush, I suppose, which would be a lot easier. But not something necessarily that I'm up for if it's like by hand. I don't know if I grabbed a scale brush or not. I probably did. I'll probably have a scale brush, right? Maybe? Maybe not. It doesn't look like I do. Currently, at least. Flowers. Yeah, nope. Well, something to think about, I guess. Picking up a scale brush, or making one. I could always make one. That might be a good idea. There we go. So it's out here. I'm going to start drifting a bit more in this direction. So another thing is trying to vary the way you put them in. Like a lot of single ones. That need to branch out some. And let's rotate this so it's easier. That shape I'm looking for. Again, don't forget to rotate your canvas. It's something you can do and should do regularly. And we need to have single right there. Up. And just get in some, you know, all right. Let's see. Do I want? Gotta have something. Let's do. Just having variation, honestly, in the. Come on. Let's zoom out, see what we got. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. I think that's pretty solid. There's a really bright green on that. Wonder, let's see. It's a little better. Less abrupt. Actually, probably the color I need for the skin there. Overlay. I think I'll just do normal and then we'll drop the opacity. 55. Let's try to do 55 and multiply. I think that's better. Alright, we'll leave it like that for now. Let's do. So do this. Is that? Let's try and let's bump it. I think honestly that's probably the best one. kind of angled. So going this direction. And then I'm going to have to rotate this because it's going to have to come up this direction. Boom, boom. All right. Let's see. Let's rotate this and zoom out. Not half bad. That shows up a little bit better again. Let's drop it. 70, yeah, not too bad. Okay, so this kind of set up. All right, so now let's go to the lines real quick. We're gonna lock down the pixels. Let's grab that color and bump up the size of this. Okay, let's sizes. Go. In shrink it down. Fix that. When we get to the belt. And again, we just fix that. I don't know why I'm trying so hard. Spit. Alright. Got this color. Probably a smidge dark. And all right. There we go. That up. Okay, away on that. Stroke. That's probably fine though. We'll bring that across actually. Then we'll do that later. Alright, let's get that color. This is basically just gonna end up black. Pretty much. It is what it is. Easier to come back with orange color. No worries. So I'm just going through and changing line colors here. Make it look less crazy. Go. Get that color. How do you change the circle size like that? It should be the same in Photoshop, but the bracket keys on the keyboard, left is smaller, right is larger. So those, can't draw outside. Anyway, so boom, boom. So the bracket keys on the keyboard, and then that's just switching eraser to pen. Yeah, should be the same in Photoshop too, so that's good. Oh, actually. Weird. That should be that color. Cool. Again, need this color though. Get back to the lines. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to explain what I can. I don't always know, but I always try to help if I can. Sure, right there. Yeah, nice and close for these. Alright, it's a good start. Need this color. It's gonna be fun. And again, parts of this will be fixed when I go in and do the skin color, the lines on the skin, color for the skin lines. It's hard to nail that one down. So I'm not being super precise at the moment. Actually, undo that. But again, things that will be DX'd when we get to it. And this is another thing that I like about Clip Studio. I'm sure there's ways to do it in Photoshop. I haven't messed with Photoshop in ages, but I can lock the pixels so that I'm only drawing on the pixels that are already there, which is nice. And since this is my go-to program now, I don't even worry about what that would be in anything else really, so it's whatever. Oh, that's a little spot right there that needs to be adjusted, I think. Yeah, I think that's just that spot. It's like a clipping mask, but it can be. I don't know why I did that. Don't need that one. But you don't need to select and do all that fancy stuff and whatnot. Just go up that little lock transparent pixels bit, and it only lets you paint on the pixels that are existing, which is cool. I like it. Nifty little trick, I guess. I don't know. Something like that right there. Oh, yeah, about time to call it here. Been at this for about 2 hours, about the normal amount of time for this. Try and knock this out real quick. Let's see. These little spots. Honestly, that's probably the color I want for that. I don't know. That one's kind of tough if I want that line to go all the way up like that or not. I have to think about it. Let's try and knock out this line coloring real quick. Okay, grab that red. Yeah, that's not too bad. Knock that out real quick. the only problem I run into is when you get lines that overlap. That's when you have to be like a little bit more careful. Again, you could just kind of go in and change those if you want. See, and then these I'm going to be changing to black. Really. Let's do that color. Just spill into that skin color bit. Parts where I've already colored in, I want to be a little bit careful on, but parts that haven't, not overly worried. Okay. Just a little speck there. Come back, redo some of these. This bit here. Some of it has to be inevitable. I'm gonna have to try and be a little bit more careful. Certain bits, it's not super important. That, right. Let's get real quick. Nope. That has to come down. There we go. Almost got that right. There. Okay. And knock these out real quick. Difference. Got that little spot right there. Okay. Let's try and grab color there. Yeah, I don't mind that. Some of these are gonna have to be adjusted. Go back, hit it one more time, kind of thing. Not the end of the world. Definitely get some help. Bits. This. Again, we're just trying to knock this out real quick. Probably have to come back and make adjustments. I'm not sure about how that one was supposed to be handled there. Let's see. Yeah, let's just try and knock in last skin colors here. Then I'll come back and I'll fix these little bit more intricate bits. On the next stream. Over there. Okay. So close. Definitely gonna have to come in a bit finer touch on parts of this. Okay, come up here. Right. I'm gonna get this all knocked out quickly. Not the color. Grab that. So certain parts of the face are going to have to be black or something other than skin color. Tough thing to explain. Like the eyes are not going to be skin color. Eyebrow right there will. Just hit it like that for to do. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you stopping in, seeing what's up. Hopefully see you next time. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. That. Dropped a little bit low. Alright, grab that color real quick. We're trying to knock this out real quickly. that. Let's see. Mouth. I don't think I want. What the color I want? No. I want a different color for the mouth. Probably something a little bit more. Probably a little bit more red. Maybe? Hard to say. I don't like that. Maybe darker red. That I think is a little better. Maybe. Again, I just go black. I don't know. Oh. Have to check that later. Let me get down here real quick. All right, this is not too difficult. Get that color real quick. There we go. Let's zoom out. That's significantly better. Again, I don't know, maybe that is the right color to do it. Just skin color. At least for now. Oh, that color. It's in real quick. Okay, let's get in here a smidge. Let's do that, and then grab that color, but we're going to go. Let's grab that. I think that's better. Really just need to finish this a little bit up. All right. All right. And then Okay, that's fine for now. That will, for the time being. All right. Thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate you guys. It's been a blast. So that's where we've ended up for today. I mean, I made a lot of progress. I feel like looking pretty good. All right. Thanks again for stopping in. I really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and you come back next time, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time, to about 20 minutes ago, typically. Yeah, you can follow progress and whatnot down here at Instagram and Twitter at Zann20. You can see all my old streams, and if you missed something and you're curious, my YouTube has every stream I've done from the very beginning. So you can find it there at Zann20 on YouTube. And hopefully see you guys next time.